What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to Fix FIFA. This is the third time I'm making this video because I can't get my point across in a coherent manner. I can't say what I want to say quickly and efficiently, and I've recorded it and I watched it back and I was like, that's terrible, I can't put that out. I recorded another one and that was terrible. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So much to cover and I want to cover it efficiently and to get my point across without going in a roundabout way. First of all, what is Fix FIFA? Well, a thread came up on Reddit the last day or so about Fix FIFA, and basically the sentiment is to use the hashtag of Fix FIFA to bombard EA with complaints on things that you want fixed through social media avenues. And I off the back of that, I was getting bombarded with people demanding that I do as they say. So not a lot. This is why I remade the video. I'm not here to make snarky comments. I'm not here to talk about that. Scratch that, because I'm not starting this video again. In turn of that, I got bombarded with people asking me to speak out on the subject. So I read the thread, I read a lot of the responses, and the bottom line is for me is that I don't agree with what the general sentiment of Fix FIFA is. I'll go through that reason in a second. And I'll talk about the thread in a second, and I'll get through my points in a second. But I also made a thread on Reddit explaining why I wasn't going to make a video on Fix FIFA. And what I said in that thread is that me making a video, like the audience that watches my video is so small that even if they did do everything I asked them to do, it still wouldn't be enough to make EA change, in my opinion. And that's based off my history with EA throughout the years. And off the back of that, what I got met with was just a lot of vitriol. A lot of people saying I'm in EA's pocket. A lot of people saying, of course I won't make a video. It will be detrimental to my bottom line. And people saying, oh, how can I ever expect to get, the things that the YouTuber perks from EA if I made a video? And I tried to look past all that and read the people that were disgruntled with me not making a video and their genuine concerns with me not making a video. And I'll say to those people that think I'm in EA's pocket and think that I care about revenue or, what EA think of me. EA don't give me special treatment. I don't get invited to their capture events. I don't get their gift packages, their t-shirts or anything special in the game. I don't have my squad on squad battles or anything like that. I'm not that guy for them. I'm the black sheep of the EA content creators because of my history with the coin industry and with For Galaxy. I'm not a guy that gets benefits from EA. So when you think that me talking about Fix FIFA is going to put me in a bad spot with EA, I'm already in a bad spot with EA. That's not my motives. Secondly, the reason why I didn't necessarily want to make a video on this, and one of the things that actually bugs me a lot, is when people say, of course he's not going to talk about a bad issue in the game. He does, he wants to get out with the EA. I always talk about the negatives with this game. I have openly spoke about the foot champs and how it's wrong, and matchmaking. I've openly spoke about chemistry and the lack of information regarding such. I've openly spoke about all other issues. Every issue that I think is an actual issue in the game, I've openly spoke about. So it bugs me when people are like, oh, of course he won't talk about this. It's be bad for his business. What are you talking about? I've already spoken about it. Anyway, that aside, right? We want to move that aside. What I took from that thread was people that had put their trust and their faith in me as a big content creator in the FIFA community to be their voice. And I don't want to let those people down. I want to be your voice because it's hard when you're disgruntled with something and you can't be heard. So for the people that have genuine issues with this game and the people that genuinely take disliking to certain aspects of this game, I'm making this video for you because the Fix FIFA thread that the guy made is a lot of confirmation bias and personal opinions on the game as to what he wants fixed. For example, he wants momentum removed. Well, this is where my point came initially. How can I stand up for something called hashtag Fix FIFA when one of the foundation points of Fix FIFA is removing momentum? I don't believe in momentum, therefore how can I get behind the Fix FIFA hashtag? I can't. But what I will say is that instead of getting behind his Fix FIFA issues and what he personally believes, this is what I'll say to you guys. If you've got an issue with the game that is a genuine issue, and what I mean by genuine issue is the kit numbers not registering, the EA SFC catalogue not giving bonus points, the fact that kickoff goals are too common for how the game should be, the fact that you think is unhealthy and unfair, essentially, that there's 40 games of Weekend League over a 3-day period. Make those concerns heard with #FixFIFA. However, if you have a game where you lost 1-0 to a guy that had one shot that was off target and you had 20 shots that were on target and you lost 1-0 and you're like, look at this broken game, #FixFIFA, don't do that. That is not helping the cause. And that's why I didn't want to... Well, no, that's not why. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to get behind the cause, is because those sort of anecdotal points and points that are based off of confirmation bias and things like that, those don't help what you guys are actually trying to say and what you're actually frustrated with. As I said, I've made this video like 2 times already, so I'm probably going to forget things and I'm probably going to talk about the same thing more than once because I can't remember where I haven't talked about it. But in terms of FixFIFA, for me, I want to state straight off the bat that FixFIFA isn't going to work. In my opinion, I don't think it's going to work. And the reason why I don't think it's going to work is because there has been errors with this game for years. Bugs in games are not specific to FIFA. There are bugs in every game, and every game fixes bugs and doesn't fix bugs and has people unhappy with the game and people happy with the game. The only thing that will actually have EA make a change, in my opinion, is their bottom line getting affected. And the only thing that will affect their bottom line is people stop playing FIFA, stop buying FIFA, and stop spending money on FIFA points. They're the things that will actually affect EA and make them listen to our cause. So for every single person that tweets, this game is trash, #FixFIFA, this bug is broken, #FixFIFA, Weekend League is too long, #FixFIFA, but then logs on to FIFA and plays the game, even if you don't buy FIFA points, just logging on, you're still part of the problem. Because as long as they look at their metrics and the average user per day login count, whatever it is that they've got there that shows how long and how often people are playing, as long as that stays as a constant, they're not going to change anything. Because all they have to do is drop a promo and boom, they've pulled you back in. They just have to drop a new Prime SBC or a Black Friday market, a Black Friday pack opening, or a new position change SBC or Team of the Year, and boom, all those people that swore blind that they wouldn't spend money on FIFA points are now like, you know what? We'll do it. FIFA 19 will be fix FIFA 19, and that's the genuine cause of the problem. No, it's not the cause of the problem. It's the genuine cause of not helping fix the problem. So if you really want to fix FIFA, stop playing it. That is how they will listen to you. And that is detrimental to me as a content creator to tell people to stop playing it. But that's how you do it. And it's not easy to stop playing FIFA. It's the primary football-based game, like simulator, like online. It's one of the biggest console games. FIFA Ultimate Team is just a genuinely fun and addictive game mode. There is so much content out there that just encourages people to play FIFA anyway. And for someone like me, it is my source of income. I make money off of playing FIFA. So I'm not going to just put FIFA down and, okay, now I don't make any money, you know. And that's why, that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to make the video. Not because I thought I'd lose money or anything, but because I don't think it will actually inspire change. That's my honest truth. I don't think that change will come from people bombarding EA with abuse and hate among genuine concerns with the #FixFIFA attached to it. I don't think that will promote an actual change within the game. I guess that's I can't really remember what I've spoken about. Like I said, this is like the 3rd time I'm making this video. If you want FIFA to change, or if you, like I say, if you've got genuine concerns with the game, that's fine. There are problems within this game. But like I said, one of the biggest things is EA will not just change things on a whim because a small pocket of people are unhappy. And the truth of the matter again is that the people on Reddit and the people on Twitter and the people that watch this video are a very small percentage of the general amount of people that play this game. For example, the kit issue, you can't put, if you change the numbers on the kits and then you go and do anything else in FIFA, the numbers reset. That's it. They don't save, right? And that's for some people, that's an issue. That's one of the things that people are using as the catalyst for fixed FIFA. With that being said, the way EA will look at this, and not the devs or the comms managers, but the guys that make the decisions and that are the bosses of the guys that actually give a damn about this game, because the dev team and the comms managers and stuff, I'm sure they care about this game. But the guys above them, the guys that they answer to, they're the ones that look at this and they say, so for example, okay, there's a kit issue bug. You can't save numbers on the kits. All right, so we want to fix that. Why? It's just a bit frustrating to have in the game. Does it affect our bottom line? Does this bug in the game stop people from playing FIFA, stop them from buying FIFA points, or has it caused people to just genuinely stop playing FIFA? And the answer to all three of those is no. Not having your favourite number on your favourite player doesn't break the game in any way, shape or form. Not being able to assign your favourite number to your favourite player doesn't stop you from buying FIFA points to open packs. And people didn't wake up one morning and go, you know what? I can't give Cristiano Ronaldo number 7 on my ultimate team. I'm not playing this game anymore. So in that sense, in a strictly business sense, and I alluded to this in my EA vs Community video, they have no incentive to change that. They have no incentive to fix that because it's not something that is game breaking. So that will get put onto a priorities list that will be at the bottom of the priorities list because it's not a priority. It's a very low priority. It doesn't affect how people play the game, when people play the game, or if people play the game. And it also doesn't affect whether or not people will buy the next iteration of the game or whether or not they spend FIFA points. And whether you like to agree with me on this section or not, because last time I talked about this in the EA vs Community video, people disagreed with me. Whether you agree with me or not, this is the truth. This is the harsh reality. That is, if it doesn't affect how much money they make or how much money they could potentially make, it is going to get put at the bottom rung of that priorities list. And that is just the sad, hard truth. Now, to assume that EA don't care about FIFA is not true. Because as I say, there's a lot of the devs out there that actually care about this game, that want the best for this game, but just their hands are just tied by the people above. But how can we make change? My honest opinion is, and I really hope I get proved wrong. I hope people can refer back to this video in a day, a week, a month or a year and say, hey, Nepo, you were wrong. You got proved wrong. Everything you said was proved wrong. I hope that's the case. But for me, this hashtag fix FIFA isn't going to inspire change. It just isn't. It's not going to force EA's hand because it doesn't hurt them in the pocket. What I want most out of this and why I'm making this video and why I'm saying, okay, maybe we can use hashtag fix FIFA as a trend to try and generate something positive out of this, is I just want more communication from EA. Okay, so there's a kit bug, there's a EA SFC bug, there's Foot Champs problems where people hate the amount of games or get disconnected, there's cheaters on the Foot Champs channel. Why don't they give us an answer? You know, that's what I hate. I hate the fact that they don't just little pop-up when you log on to Ultimate Team tomorrow that says, hey FIFA fans, we realise that there is an issue with player numbers saving on kits. We're working on this issue. Please bear with us while the team sorts this out. And all it is that is enough, in my opinion, to let FIFA players think, okay, they've acknowledged that. They know about that. That's in their line of sight. That's brilliant. Hey FIFA fans, we've heard your concerns about 40 games over 3 days for Foot Champions. The team is having meetings regarding this situation. We'll get back to you with any updated information. Brilliant. We now know that you actually give a damn that we're unhappy with 40 games. But this is where it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if they communicate with us, it's not going to change anything. And the reason why it's not going to change anything is because it takes me back to the point of, if it doesn't affect their bottom line, they're not going to do anything about it. If, 40 games of Foot Champs over 3 days, next year they might have something changed, right? But for this year, for FIFA 18, for this iteration of FIFA and the issues within this game, if it doesn't stop people playing, stop people buying, or stop people spending, they will not change it. They just won't. It's just a fact. The EA SFC issue is an issue that affects everybody across the game. Not just Ultimate Team, but pro clubs, seasons, online head-to-head, foot online, offline, it affects everything. Because you can't gain XP in the catalogue to buy the catalogue items, which means everybody is affected, from the youngest to the oldest, the first to the last, from online to offline, everybody's affected, and they still haven't acknowledged it or changed it. And why haven't they acknowledged it or changed it? Because it doesn't stop people playing the game. That's just a fact. Nobody wakes up in the morning or in the evening, or nobody shows up to FIFA and turns it on and goes, oh man, I can't buy the prancing bird celebration. I'm not playing FIFA anymore. So nobody does that. And just because nobody does that, they have no incentive again to fix it. So yeah, they probably know about it, but it gets put to the bottom of the priorities list. My biggest issue with this game isn't the fact that it has bugs, because every game has bugs. My biggest issue is the fact that EA don't communicate with us at all. We don't know about how the most basic examples of this game works. We don't know what the visual difference of 90 pace versus 80 pace is. We don't know how 90 pace with the ball versus 90 pace without the ball looks like. We don't know the difference between 95 passing and 65 passing and how that implements things. We don't know the true effect of what composure does. We understand now what it affects, but we don't know from where till when. We don't know what it impacts. That is what bugs me, and that alone is, in my opinion, what brings on the idea of scripting, momentum and handicap, because people don't know, and because this gameplay is so inconsistent, and because this gameplay is so dependent on good connections. People can't understand why things go wrong, and they have to attribute that blame somewhere. And so I understand, although I don't agree with scripting, handicap and momentum, I completely understand why people think it exists and where their thoughts and ideas come from. Because on one game you could be a one-on-one with a goalkeeper and take a shot type that will go in, and in the next game you could have 3 instances where you're one-on-one with the goalkeeper, take the exact same shot type and miss all 3 of them. And people need answers for that. And so when EA don't give an answer for that, they have to come up to their own conclusions. And their own conclusion, it's so much easier to just say, this game screwed me on purpose, than it is to try and think about what the differences might have been. And again, like, it's my opinion that the differences are explainable, but I can't explain them to you, not in great detail anyway, because I don't know the ins and outs of the games either. It's shocking to me that we can't see goalkeeper in-game stats and how chemistry and chem styles boost that and change that. Why? I don't know why. Do you know why? No. Another thing that's shocking to me is that on EA's Foot database, they have a player database as well, like Foothead, Footwiz, Footbin. They have a player database where you can click on a player, it gives you traits, specialities, all sorts. If you go to Cristiano Ronaldo and look at his traits and specialities on EA's database, and then go into a game and pause that game and look at his traits and specialities in game, they're not the same. So that raises 2 questions. Number 1, which one of them is the correct one? And number 2, what do they even mean? What do they do? How can I utilize them to my benefit? What does finesse shot trait actually mean? What does it mean? So for me, Fix FIFA is more about open line of communication with EA and getting feedback from our concerns rather than actually fixing the game. And I know that sounds stupid, right? But I'm not naive enough to not understand the fact that these bugs in this game aren't going to get fixed this year. Because as I've mentioned 3 or 4 times in this video, if the bug doesn't stop people playing, stop people buying, or stop people from buying FIFA points, you know, those kind of 3 things, people not playing the game, not being able to play the game, or not buying the game or FIFA points going forwards, if it doesn't attack one of those 3 categories, they have little incentive to fix it. And kit issues, and you know, in here, one of this guy's thread is FIFA has been on steady decline. Where does he say? He says main and easy points to fix. If EA read this, he says extend the weekend league by 1 day. Plan to revamp FIFA competitive. Revert FIFA 18 to launch state with a few minor changes. Remove the kickoff boost the opponent gets when they concede. Fix the EAFC catalogue. Fix jersey numbers changing randomly. Fix the D-pad delay. Fix penalty taking glitch as described below. Those were very valid issues that he has with the game and that a lot of people share with the game. But it's such a small number of people that are actually affected by this long term that as I say, it will be FIFA 19 when these are fixed. And that is one of the biggest problems with FIFA being a yearly cycle. And it's one of the biggest problems with EA being a for-profit company. And it's one of the biggest problems with the fact that these bugs in the game aren't outrageous enough to stop people buying the game, playing the game, or spending money on the game. And that is just the truth. So the reason why I wasn't going to make a video about Fix FIFA isn't because I don't want this game to be better. It's not because I have EA's best interests at heart, and it's not because I'm scared of losing revenue for myself. The reason why I wasn't going to make this Fix FIFA video is because I think that this will be a lot of wasted time and a lot of wasted effort for nothing. I've been in this industry for many, many years. I've been playing FIFA since it ever started, first in FIFA 09. I've been on YouTube as a daily content creator since FIFA 11, and the same concerns with FIFA have come up year on year, time after time. People getting angry over the game consistently and constantly, and nothing has ever been done. That's unfair. Nothing. It's not that nothing has ever been done, but it doesn't get done in a timely fashion, and it gets done with absolute cloudedness. It gets done, and then we just get told that it's done. You know, we're sorry. Instead of Chemgate, when all that chemistry issues came out in FIFA 16, EA didn't tweet or put a publication out saying, we're aware of these chemistry issues, we apologise, we're going to try and fix them as soon as possible and have the game in good working order. No. They released a sign afterwards, a little message popping up saying, we noticed some issues of chemistry not working correctly on certain players in the game. This has been fixed, or this has been updated. Like, just some nonsense non-apology, essentially. And that's what you get from EA, because from EA in their business, from what they have, to admit fault is a no-no due to the investors and shareholders in the company. And again, it's nothing to do with the devs or the people that create the game or the comms managers. I'm sure they would love to say, we know it's broken, we're trying to fix it. But when the guy upstairs says, don't say that, are you going to risk your job to please some people on Reddit? No. It's only when, like with Battlefront, it's only when the entire of the gaming community is hurting your bottom line that something will change. And with Battlefront, the reason why EA removed in-game purchases from Battlefront isn't necessarily because of the uproar on Reddit. It's more to do with the fact that Disney got involved. Disney, of course, licensed the content to EA for Star Wars, and they got involved. And it's also to do with the fact that people were actually cancelling pre-orders of the game and not buying the game because of it. So their sales were not hitting targets they should have been hitting. EA panicked, they had to do something, they switched off in-app purchases. That doesn't mean they're gone forever. They haven't actually fixed the issue. They've just papered over the issue so people can buy the game. Because that happened in Star Wars Battlefront, the Reddit community seems to believe that this is our time to strike EA and make the changes, but it's too late for us. We've already bought FIFA 18, we've already bought the FIFA points, and in spite of these bugs and our concerns with the game, we're still playing it. And until those three things change, FIFA will not change for the greater good for the minor population of the game. And that, for me personally, guys, is just the cold hard truth. So I say to you, use Fix FIFA. Indulge in Fix FIFA, and let's make Fix FIFA something to actually stand up for ourselves with, sure, but please use it for the right reasons. Use it because you want a bug fix that you can prove is a bug. Don't use it because you lost the game and you're salty, or because you got disconnected on squad battles, or because some erroneous, irregular activity happened that probably happens once in a blue moon, because those aren't the fights we need to be fighting. We need to be fighting the fights of the squad, the squad jersey, you know, the number glitch. We need to be fighting the XP glitch. We need to be fighting the fact that, generally speaking, the population don't like or want 40 games of Foot Champs over the weekend. Fight with sense, not with anonymity, and not with aggressiveness, and not with, you know, like, I think Nick put it out perfectly. Nick said, let me find his Twitter real quick, because he tweeted about it. Nick tweeted out saying, been talking heavily about the FIFA fix trend. Honestly, I love what the FIFA community is trying to do with this, but I just hope they go about it the right way. Abusing content creators or EA devs that aren't fully on board with it is not the right move. FUT needs fixing. Me and others talk about it regularly. Problem is that the community is split. One side wants fixes, the other side doesn't. EA are in a tough spot of catering to everyone. And then Nick wants servers, weekend league length, weekend league matchmaking, and gameplay inconsistencies addressed. And that's what he wants to address is fine. But what he says in that is so right. What your concern about FIFA isn't necessarily in line with what my concern about FIFA is, and what my concern is about FIFA isn't in line with what the next dude's concern about FIFA is. So when we hit Fix FIFA a hashtag on Twitter and on Reddit and all over every social media platform to make EA aware, they're going to just get bombarded with thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of unhappy people with no common goal. And that's an issue. The fact that we have no common goal. And that's why my opinion of what Fix FIFA should be is it should be about transparency and communication. Because then we can actually get answers. Because if we just had a guy that said, dudes, we know about this glitch, we're working on it, I can't promise anything that is going to change until next year, but we're working on it, I'm sure a lot of the community will be like, well, thank you. You know, that's not what we want to hear, but at least we have an answer now instead of the random guesswork. But the biggest problem with that, as I said before, is they can't say that because they're being told not to by the guys upstairs who have got their hands tied. And that's the harsh truth of it. That's where I'm at. I'm not going to remake this video. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to wait for this video to go live. I'm going to take a look at all the comments, all the positive and negative feedback from you guys, from Reddit, from Twitter, from Twitch, from everywhere. And then I will literally make another video tomorrow talking about the questions and the comments and what we have to say as a community. I'll happily make another video tomorrow about that. I'm not the guy that's against Fix FIFA. I think Reddit seems to believe that I'm against Fix FIFA. I'm not against Fix FIFA. I just, from my own personal experience with EA over the last 6 or 7 years, and from my understanding of the industry and my understanding of business, I don't think Fix FIFA is going to change anything. And so when the initial thread had, a movement behind it that I just didn't even agree with in the first place, I kind of said to Reddit, hey, I'm not going to make a video on this because this isn't what I'm stand up for. This isn't what I want. This isn't me. I'm not going to make a video because you want me to make a video or be a hostage to your cause because you don't like something and I'm who you deem to be your mouthpiece. But as I said, there are a lot of dudes out there in the community. There are a lot of good guys on Reddit. There's a lot of people that actually speak with conviction and respect and actually have valid points, even if they're against my own beliefs. They still have very valid, things to say against me, against EA. And for those guys that just want a better game, I will speak for you. I will, even if I'm not agreeing with you, I will still speak on the issue. I'll still give my thoughts and opinions on Fix FIFA and so on and so forth. As I said earlier, I hope Fix FIFA is big. I hope it creates enough uproar to force EA to change. I hope so. I think I'm going to be wrong. I think I'm going to be right. I don't think it will. I hope it does. And my biggest hope is that one day in the very near future, days, weeks or months, that the FIFA community can turn around and point a finger at me and say, look, you was wrong and we was right. That's what I want. And that's from someone who hates being wrong. I really want you guys to turn around and tell me you was wrong. You did that video, you should have done that video, and you should have done it without hesitation in the first place, because only when we come together as a community can we make a difference. I hope that's the case. But as I said, based on what I've explained in this video and my history in the industry and with EA and in business and such, if it doesn't hurt their bottom line, the cold, harsh reality is that then it's not going to change their practices. But as I said, I look forward to your guys' responses in the comments. Try and be civil in the comments. If you don't like me, if you don't like what I have to say, try and get your point across as a regular human being without actually abusing me and just telling me to go kill myself or whatever. That would be fantastic. But this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.